Hey, welcome to the Wine of the Month Club Vintners series for August 2000. Sorry. Wrong side, facing the wrong side. Once again, Ed. Hey, it's the Vintners August of 2013. I'm Ed Masciana, your co-host, with my good friend Paul Kalemkiarian.
Almost a junior, except for the middle name.
Yeah, Hoggope.
Hoggope.
Hoggope is Jack.
You know, and I don't know Jack.
Well, I don't think you can get an argument from me on that.
I hope not. I get
So
an
I'm going
argument
to ask you a question.
else.
Why do they? This is such a negative device.
What do you mean a negative device? What does that mean?
Decant.
Oh, like
Cant.
you want to call it a decan?
Decanter? Decanter?
Will decan?
Decan will, Willer, but a decanter. Why would it be? Why would they call it a decanter?
That's actually a good question. You know, I don't really know the answer to that question. How that word originated.
It seems English.
Well, no, the English just used it to name a magazine after it. That doesn't mean that's where it originated.
You know what I do when I taste this wine? OMG. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is actually, there's been a slight bottle variation in this wine. We tasted one a couple days ago that had some age in it. This one is just great Pinot Noir, which I think predominantly is Monterey,
Right.
which you get in the nose.
Absolutely.
What a great 2009 example of this wine.
Well, 2009 was a spectacular vintage, you know, and it was the first of a triumvirate of vintages that were really short. There was not a lot of grapes produced, and that usually signals higher quality.
But I think, what I like about Monterey is it's totally different from all the rest of the Pinot Noirs.
Yeah.
It's a complete departure from the Napa Sonoma style, which I don't care for as much. But I like the Santa Barbara Mid-Coast and the Monterey style, and this one just
Yeah, but don't
beaming
forget
with fruit.
Anderson Valley. You know, Anderson Valley is making some great Pinot Noirs, and they really are all different. You know, they're really very different. As I said in the previous video, which you really should watch on the limited series, Riesling and Pinot Noirs are, that electrician term, a conduit to the soil.
How many amps is that conduit?
How many what?
Amps.
Amps.
Sorry.
He's real amped up today.
This is a 95 to me, and it's $24.99 on the shelf if you can find it. $13.99 for more for California Pinot Noir, which is really mostly Monterey. That's really indicative. And unfiltered, unfined, by the way. Just so you know.
Keep going, you're on a roll.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to do a 94 on this.
Strawberries in that, and a little bit of clove
Yeah, it
spice.
really does have some clove in it, too. That's another component of... Now, this wine... No, we're doing another red.
No.
Okay, we're doing...
Klostor. I told you I'm doing the whites this time. You're doing the reds.
Oh.
But this is... You brought me this, actually.
Yeah, I did.
From one of your importing friends.
And one of the guys that I brought it in with, now I have to buy back from you because we sold you all of it if we want some, and I got to pay him for it now. You know,
Just lucky, I guess. But look at that kerosene.
Mine is so incredibly good.
We did these. We have 3 Rieslings this month, one in each club, and all of them great, all of them completely different. And this one, as you mentioned in the previous video that we already did, they wrote "sweet" on the label. We don't really know why.
Because they're stupid.
Well, that's a pretty good reason.
Yeah, and you find that a lot in the wine business. I mean, it's some of these names, some of the labels you guys have gotten, and one of my favorite, whipping boys, Offspring.
Offspring,
Inspring.
Where
did this
Ice
come
Spring,
from?
Offspring, right.
Hey, well, you know what? You'll never guess what I saw on a wine list at a wine bistro in Redondo Beach yesterday. Beach Ball. Anyway.
Where were you in Redondo Beach?
A new place, really, really good place, the Redondo Beach Wine Bistro on Avenue I. Just delicious. They got they must have like 30, 40 wines by the glass. But what makes this place different is the food's really great. I mean, it's not good.
Avenue
it is
I
good.
and what, like Catalina?
Pardon?
Avenue I and what?
Avenue I and just up from, about a door up from from Catalina, right in the village there. Well, the chef used to work at a little-known restaurant in Napa Valley called the French Laundry.
Oh, yeah. No one knows about that.
So,
except the people that can't get in.
And you can
3 months ahead.
tell because the food comes out and you're going, this is a wine bar, and the food is like beautiful.
Really?
I mean, it's really, and it tastes, and it's really
The French Laundry folks, by the way, if you want to even try to go, it's 3 months advanced for lunch.
Yeah.
It's like 12 months for, or 9 months for
yeah,
dinner.
and I think the prefix lunch is $200.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I could eat for a couple of days on that.
We got to open the some other laundry place there, Coin-Op Laundry. I'm sorry.
I'm
This is
doing
a
a
96.
96, yeah,
this is
absolutely.
really
I mean, for $11.99, this is a joke price because real German Riesling, which this is not more money, you know.
However, this is, not however, but the other Rieslings, the one from Willamette Valley, which we did, and the one in the classic series is from the Mosel, and this is from the Pfalz. So you got a whole spectrum of Rieslings, and I think you're a great guy, Ed.
And that was a great ending to a really crappy conversation, I'll tell you that right now.
I think you're a really great guy.
Red. This wine I found disturbing. Talmage Pija blend, P-I-J-A, or maybe it's Pija.
Okay, this guy that brought this to us, if he brings me 100 wines in a year, 99 and a half of them are horrible.
So only half of this wine is good.
Yeah, so drink the bottom part. Excuse me. But he brings us in. I'm like, this is really good, Mike, and why do you have it?
Yeah. He always has a way with words, doesn't he?
Well, he's the guy that buys, all the leftover stuff for $1, a $1 a bottle if it's, and I'm talking about bad samples, whatever.
Wow.
This is really good. He goes and sells them. But this is so complex.
It really is. It's got a lot of stuff going on.
I'm just wondering, it's an 07. I'm just wondering if when it was bottled, it was just a little too tannic to try, to really enjoy.
Might have been, or it just got lost somewhere, I mean, first of all, it really doesn't show much age or any age at all. Not that it would, it's only 6 years old, but 2007 in California, of course, was such a phenomenal vintage. I mean, really one of the best vintages ever. And
on the tongue, after the finish, you're done, right? It's still sitting there with this, and it's still going through layers of flavor.
You know how you can tell that? After you swallowed it, just breathe in, like purse your lips, and go like that, and you can still get something on your tongue, and that's really remarkable. That's very hard for most wines.
This one I definitely got to take home for tonight. I'm making some barbecued ribs. I'm going to roast them, or this tri-tip I did the other night. Slow roasted tri-tip with marinara sauce. Just kidding.
It's a good thing your mother's not still living here. She would slap you silly.
Jeez. Just trying to get a rise out of you, you know what I'm saying? All right, here's another oops, I got some in the glass almost. Damn it. This is the other South African Chardonnay we did this month. You're spilling all over the place, Ed.
Fine.
What this was intriguing about this was the fact there's no oak in it, virtually, if anything, and it's just all fresh.
Well, it's got such a unique nose, though. I mean, I'm trying to identify what the nose is.
There's a little. It's funny. I get was it kumquats? Oh no, really?
No, I don't get that.
Mm-hmm. Tangerine, rind. So you don't get a lot of Chardonnay flavors, right? You're getting all kinds of citrus flavors.
More citrus.
A lot of crisp finish
than pear or apple, but boy, I sure like the finish on that guy. That's really good. I mean,
that would do well, even as a Chardonnay, it would do well with some seafood, no?
Absolutely.
Like a salmon, like a roasted salmon?
Raw oysters is where I'm going. Some Kumamotos. Oh, I had a salmon dish last night at Gina Lee's Bistro in Redondo Beach. Man, is that place good. It was
You've been heading around Redondo Beach a lot lately, huh? You go to see your friends at Tapas and Vinos?
I live in Torrance, I mean, Redondo Beach is like the next city. It's like you going to Arcadia.
Is the Depot still open?
Huh?
Depot used to be.
Yeah, it's still there.
Is it?
Sure. No, it's going well, actually.
20-some years plus, at least.
At least. It opened in '89. Yeah. But the current chef took it over, I think, in 94 or 5. I'm not sure. Michael Schaefer. He also owns the burger place across the street, which is fabulous.
Oh, yeah, that is a good place.
Really, really good. What's it called? BFD for Buffalo Fire Department. And he's got a Buffalo fire truck right in front of the place. City of Buffalo.
As far as I know. Hey, the Z Chardonnay is $17.99, Ed.
$10.99 a reorder. $94.
I'm going 95 because I like the finish.
I like the finish too. I'm going 94.
I like this finish. See ya.
That's it for the Vintners series, August 2013.